this is Manindrago from Batam. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold Naka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Pro Resort, and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Wotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spade. This is FBC News. Tonight's Super Rugby match injects $19 million into Fiji economy. Local exporters shown the tricks to improving trade with New Zealand. And cement sales at an all-time high. The much-anticipated Super Rugby match between the Crusaders and the Chiefs is expected to rake in $19 million in direct economic benefits. In comparison, the government has allocated $2.3 million to support hosting the match at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. Ellen Stahls has the story.
The Fijian economy stands to benefit tremendously from this Super Rugby game, says Tourism Minister Faiz Koya.
This particular rugby match is a Super Rugby game. You know, even though it's a club game, it really is a worldwide game, and we really are getting known as a great sporting destination for tourism. It's fantastic.
The minister also highlighted that Fiji is, through numerous sports, building its reputation to be a great destination for sports tourism.
We are also hosting the World Stand-Up Paddleboard Championships, which we bid for and won. And I think 2018 we also have the Interhash, which is about 5,000 people coming here in one go. So in terms of sports tourism, it's wonderful for Fiji.
About 18,000 people are expected to flock to the ANZ Stadium tomorrow, and this has begged the question: can the capital city host such a big event? President of the Fiji Hotel and Tourism Association, Dixon Sito, thinks it's possible.
When you talk about a big game like this, it doesn't have to be the Suva accommodation alone, though that's primarily what's needed for hosting teams. They would want to stay near the venue, and ideally, as per the other international standards, they want to all be in the same area or in the same hotel. The event tomorrow is definitely a welcome event for Fiji.
This Super Rugby match could very well be a determining factor for future matches played here, and will certainly usher in a new era of sports tourism, a possible niche market for Fiji. Ellen Stahls, FBC News.
The Real Estate Agents Licensing Board has welcomed the government's decision to review the Industry Act and various policies to reshape the future of this promising sector. Board Chairman Abdul Hassan says the review will build capacity and rid the sector of malpractices that were prevalent in the past. Madhyam Bolaitamana with this report.
The Real Estate Agents Licensing Board recorded 355 sales to the tune of $186 million in the Western Division alone, and that too within 9 months of 2016. The man at the helm of the board says this is a great indication of what the future holds.
It is always the expectation of the clients that the real estate agent will, with the skill and expertise, will help them either to buy or sell a property at a reasonable price. Those that are buying wish to ensure that a suitable property is identified with pleasant neighborhood, good property conditions, and affordable financial options.
Hassan says that while the real estate sector has grown in leaps and bounds, keeping stakeholders in the check is one area that the board is constantly working on.
Generally, the total contribution of real estate in the housing sector alone contribute to over 20% of GDP of the country. Because of the significant influence of the real estate on national economy, the investors, local and abroad, closely monitor real estate activities in a country before they undertake any investment.
The government has reaffirmed its stand to assist the real estate sector, provide affordable and quality property deals for all Fijians. Madium Bolitamana, FBC News.
The Fiji National Provident Fund has credited $239 million into members' accounts based on a 6.25% interest for the financial year ending 30th June. Chief Operating Officer Chochi Karoi says their key strategy has been to pursue investments and maximise returns such as the acquisition of shares in Vodafone Fiji Limited, the Fiji Ports Corporation Limited and Vision Group Limited. Karoi has also clarified that the return on investment has not been affected by Tropical Cyclone Winston withdrawals this year, although members' balances have reduced by $275 million. The Fiji National Provident Fund last year declared a 6% interest, totaling a payout of $226 million. It has been a historic year for Pacific Cement Limited and Basic Industries Limited, the two subsidiaries of Fijian Holdings Limited. Reflecting back to the last financial year, FHL Chief Executive Norzab Farid says there's a high demand of cement blocks and aggregates locally and in other Pacific countries as well. Shireen Shivan reports.
150,000 tons of cement was sold in the last financial year, which was the highest ever for the Pacific Cements Limited.
Fiji as a country has not exported cement in this amount, but this time it was a wonderful year thanks to Pacific countries. We exported a lot of cement to Vanuatu, Tonga, Samoa and Solomons.
Farid says cement export has grown by 12% and local demand has increased by 15%. It was also a record year for the Basic Industries Limited as well.
Reason being, one is Fiji is growing. There is a lot of confidence in Fiji among the business people as well as consumers. There is a construction sector is growing very fast during this year. So that is why we have sold so much of cement, blocks, concrete as well as aggregate.
Pacific Cement Limited exports cement to almost 22 countries in the Pacific. Shireen Shivan, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, using smartphones to improve agricultural sector and tapping into the potential of seaweed farming. Stay with us.
I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Asinu. Today FM Rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM Rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM Rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Thousands of primary and secondary students will continue to benefit from the Australian-funded Access to Quality Education program. Australian High Commission Councillor for Development Christina Monza says they're extending the program to mid-2018. Sainiani Boyler reports.
The Australian-funded Access to Quality Education program is currently providing comprehensive support to 85 targeted primary schools.
ACAP is now coming to the end of its 5th year to conclude in June 2017 after a total of 6 years. We have since extended the program for an additional year to mid-2018 to focus on rebuilding school infrastructure damaged by Seaweed.
Monza also acknowledged AGAP's close collaboration with the Ministry of Education and schools to hand over responsibilities and ownership of activities since 2011. AGAP team leader Dr. Priscilla Puamau says the program is a great boost to most teachers.
Firstly, we provide training directly to teachers, and the teachers really go and practice this in their classrooms, especially in the area of literacy and numeracy in classes 1 to 4.
Education stakeholders met in Suva today to discuss the AGAP's activities, progress to date and future plans. AGAP represents an assistance package of 89.9 million Fijian dollars to the education sector. It also ensures quality education for children from the most disadvantaged communities. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
The Fiji Exports Council is adamant that more workshops for local exporters will see an expansion in business. Pacific Islands Trade and Invest is helping local exporters step up their business skills and secure more buyers. Savara Tamboa has more.
And then lots of things happen in between.
More than 30 local exporters, many of whom are struggling to grow their business, took part in the workshop. Rasalato Yanurua is a mahogany exporter, while Praveen Narayandil Sinkaba. They both have everyday issues with business.
It's those small things that I just take in, that I just realized today, which can impact the growth of my business.
We really focus on our packaging, our presentation. We have to just, I think, we have to get away from that traditional barrier now.
Commissioner Michael Greenslade has little doubt Fiji will have great economic growth due to varieties of business products.
But we've had a whole range of companies here. We've had mahogany companies, we've had carver companies, we've had clothing companies, we've had food processing companies. What we really are seeing, though, is some really enthusiastic Fijian companies that are ready to get into export. They've done well on the domestic market, and now they want to get into that export market and hopefully achieve a good premium for the Fiji economy.
A few local exporters have previously been taken to trade shows in New Zealand last year and are using their experience to improve exports.
Experience from the last group that we sent to New Zealand last year, we had one who had received a new order with $20,000.
According to Pacific Island Trade and Invest, exporters need to be upskilled in order to meet requirements from overseas buyers. Savara Tamboa, FBC News.
Minister of Agriculture Nisir Ratu says information communication technology can support agricultural development as an innovative solution to challenges. He notes ICT can transform and improve livelihoods as more people are involved in agriculture and related activities that play a major role in Fiji's economy. Kelly Vadala has the details.
Climate change is a big challenge for agriculture. It affects crop growth and livestock health. All this impacts farm income.
Many challenges still remain that impedes the deployment of appropriate ICTs for agriculture development on a large scale. A national agriculture strategy will help identify and address some of those challenges in a comprehensive manner and help Fiji leverage the best outcomes.
E-agriculture could provide solutions for farmers at the touch of a button. It could be a wealth of information and contact link for stakeholders in the country. Food and Agriculture Organization Information Manager Gerald Sylvester says with the right strategy, the possibilities are endless.
The information that is very critical for people involved in the agriculture sector, farmers, fishers and livestock herders. And improvements, availability, accessibility, affordability and adoptability of critical information plays a key role in increasing productivity, efficiency and resilience.
International Telecommunications Union Regional Director Ilwane Korivuki says e-agriculture involves many stakeholders who will all benefit.
Improving access to valuable information can help agriculture stakeholders make informed decisions and use the resources available in the most productive and sustainable manner.
A conference in Suva today discussed challenges and priorities in achieving national agricultural goals and in areas where ICT could make a difference. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
With its pristine ecosystem and abundance of marine clear water, Fiji has a competitive advantage for seaweed farming. Indonesian Ambassador to Fiji, Elias Ginting, says the Indonesian government is currently working with Fiji and other island nations in the Pacific to develop this fast cash product. Sainiani Boiler reports.
Indonesian Ambassador to Fiji, Elias Ginting, has promised a new horizon for all seaweed farmers in the Pacific.
We will concentrate not only on the seaweed and fisheries, but what to do with the product. We can produce something, but we cannot. If you cannot sell it to the market, then it's useless. So we are also going to share our knowledge on how to make the labeling, how to produce it, how to sell it to the market, how to.
Ambassador Ginting adds similar training will be conducted to officers in the Ministry of Fisheries and Forest next Tuesday. Fiji Fisheries Research and Development Director Sanaila Nangali says Fiji will greatly benefit from the week of training.
With the training that the Indonesians are offering, we can turn that seaweed into noodles or lollies or pharmaceutical products. So that means there will be no wastage. So the fishery itself will be sustainable.
PIDF member capacity team leader Arpana Pratap says the training is an important collaboration between the Pacific Island Development Forum and the Indonesian government.
Currently, we are pursuing a possible partnership between the PIDF and the Indonesian government for future trainings and capacity building of Pacific Islands Development Forum member countries.
Ambassador Jin Tin adds his government will also work with the government to establish a fishing village for tourists in the Azores. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
It's hard to even imagine that 10 years ago there was no Facebook or Twitter. Today is International Social Media Day, a day to recognize and celebrate social media impact on global communication.
Social media is everywhere these days. We constantly hear about trending topics on Twitter, laugh at social media fails, and many people are obsessive about keeping up with their Facebook or Snapchat newsfeed.
I think it's very important, and why? Because it actually gives us a chance to communicate with our friends and family, especially those who are abroad and stuff. And like for me, I'm a USP student. Like it actually gives us a chance, like for those who are not frequently on emails, we get to chat about our assignments and stuff.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram, that's about it. And the reason why I think it's important is because that's the way I keep up to date. My family and friends, abroad and locally.
Even businesses have recognized the value of social media for connecting with customers and selling their products, as well as quickly updating users about problems affecting their service.
Okay, we use Facebook, and it has worked good on us because it attracts a lot of customers and much more people coming in.
While every day is essentially Social Media Day, June 30th, 2016 marks the 7th annual official global celebration.
Sports is up next, and here's Jamie with the preview of what's coming up.
Rakataki, and good evening. After the break, Crusaders look forward to Fijian support tomorrow. And training intensifies for Fiji Sevens as the clock winds down to Rio 2016. Stay with us for the details.
आपको खरगंगा के रंजिला का नमस्कार। रेडियो फिजी की सुंदर सुंदर यादों का खजाना एकदम बचपन के दिन याद करा देते हैं।
हमारा नाम जोनी नायडू है, हम रहता है मलोलो में और हम टैक्सी ड्राइवर है। हम सब टाइम अपन टैक्सी में रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता प्रोग्राम।
हम सिंगाटोका के हैं, हमारा नाम है रोजी, हम लोग यहाँ पे रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता है।
राम राम, मैं रेमस प्रसाद बोलता हूँ, तब मैं कोई रहता हूँ। मैं जब ही सुना रेडियो फिजी 2 ही सुनता हूँ।
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
The Crusaders are positive that Suva's ANZ Stadium will bring them luck tomorrow night. The 7-time Super Rugby champions haven't won their last 3 away games against the Chiefs. Vasnil Prasad reports.
Going through the captain's run at ANZ Stadium, brimming with hope that this pitch will work in the team's favour. Though it's a Chiefs' home ground, the Crusaders are unfazed.
Obviously someone's going to win this game or it's a draw. And then you've got the next 2 weeks to try and put yourself in pole position. So, you know, it's either 1st, 2nd or 5th or 6th. It's simple as that.
The match will be historic for many reasons, one of which is personal to All Blacks and Crusaders captain Kieran Reid, who plays his 15th straight match in 4 months.
Certainly really proud of myself this year and trying to get performance out on the field. And, you know, I feel like it's going really well, I guess. When you're in that state of mind, I guess you love to be out there on the field. Certainly, yeah, it's been pretty intense the last few weeks.
Reid says he's unaware of the Crusaders' support in Fiji, but expects a huge turnout.
Not really, I guess Nemzi and Johnny always told us that there's heaps of fans over here, but I guess to turn up and get the reception, it's pretty awesome, and you know, certainly want to go out there and play well for them.
There is more good news for local fans. Coach Todd Blackadder says more Fijians could don the red and black jersey
You know, there's definitely going to be more Fijian players in the Crusaders in the future. It's really obvious for us to see.
They may seem calm and relaxed, but these top-tier athletes will step it up a notch game time tomorrow evening in a top-of-the-table clash for the New Zealand Conference. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
And Vashnil joins us live now from the Novotel in Lamy where the Chiefs are camped. Vashnil, what's the atmosphere like on the eve of the big game?
Yes, Jamie, the excitement is building up here as we arrived. A buzz packed of overseas Chiefs fans just arrived here doing their check-in and a big line is in front there. All the fans excited as the local fans are. And joining us here is All Black special guest Nathan Harris. Nathan, first trip to Fiji. How has been your trip here with the Chiefs side?
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome experience. Obviously, the first time, so it's a lot hotter over here than back in New Zealand. So it's taken a bit of adjusting, but the fans have been pretty welcoming and really energetic about the game tomorrow.
How has been the pitch so far, and probably a crucial match? Players' mindset already for that big match.
Yeah, it's Hika Elliott's 100th game for the Chiefs as well, so it's a pretty tough occasion against the Crusaders. They're our nemesis, I guess, and a top of the table clash in the New Zealand Conference. So we're looking forward to getting into the game tomorrow and give the fans a good game to watch.
Something special for Hika Elliott from the players here at the NZ Stadium?
Yeah, we've had a bit of a conference and a few videos and stuff shared tonight, so just to sort of get those energy juices running and get ready for tomorrow, especially for him to having a start.
What memories you'll take away from Fiji after the match against Crusaders?
I think it's more just like when we're going to and fro trainings, we've been walking around, just the kids, everyone's just excited. We counted on the bus today that 1 in every 4 people were sort of waving out or saying hello or bulla. So I guess it's just that warm, energising sort of feeling that we're getting off the fans, and it's just real cool to come back and maybe come back another day and come for a holiday sometime.
There you go, Jamie. The excitement is also in the players. 3 Fijians will be taking part, including more than 6 All Blacks in Chiefs and Crusaders also will be taking field at the ANZ Stadium. So a lot of excitement, and fans will have a lot to watch come Friday. Jamie.
Definitely, Vasil. Thank you. Now you can expect the bumper crowd at the ANZ Stadium when the Chiefs take on the Crusaders. Officials are overwhelmed with the support, saying this could be the first of many more Super Rugby matches hosted in Suva. Vasnil Prasad again.
Fiji's ANZ Stadium will record one of its largest crowd ever tomorrow night, with close to 20,000 people expected to turn up for the clash.
At this time, we're looking at 18,000, and this is just paying customers. So you have, of course, the match activation team. You've got the crew that are on the ground. You've got everyone making up all the other numbers as well.
The grandstand, concrete and grass embankment are sold out. Organizers arranged 700 extra tickets, but as of this afternoon, only 250 tickets were left.
Oh, the ticket sales have been absolutely amazing. We've seen them fly out the door this week. Massive lineups out there. Everybody's so excited about the game.
Ticket Direct, the company that made all this possible, says Fiji now stands a chance of hosting more Super Rugby games in the near future.
I think that what we're seeing here with the support from everybody across Fiji, it opens the door to doing far more going forward. So we're excited.
With ANZ Stadium decorated in Chiefs colours, fans are being promised a truly New Zealand experience watching a top-class match. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
And good news for rugby fans hoping to catch the historic Super Rugby match tomorrow. The Fiji Sports Council has made extra seating arrangements for fans who are yet to buy tickets. Labelled the Silver Seating Area, for which 700 tickets have been allocated at $100 each. Sales have started at the Fiji Sports Council office and about 200 tickets remain.
To the massive response that we've had from the patrons who wish to come in and buy tickets beforehand, we've had to organize for some extra seating at the stadium. So we've got a section, the silver section, grandstand silver. So of course, you know, we've been selling the grandstand platinum, grandstand gold. So today, noon today, will be the grandstand silver tickets that will be released. So that'll be on the system. People can come in and buy them.
The Chiefs take on the Crusaders 7:35 tomorrow evening at ANZ Stadium. You can watch the delayed coverage of the match at 11:45 p.m. on FBC TV. The Vodafone Fiji Sevens side has been going through some grueling training sessions for the Rio Olympics in Brazil. The squad still has 2 more weeks to impress coach Ben Ryan before the final 13-member team is named. Rohit Deo tells us more.
Fiji Sevens players trying their best to grab a spot to the Rio Olympics in August. Coach Ben Ryan knows the games won't be easy, even from the pool games. We have Argentina, USA and Brazil to contend with.
You know, for us, every game's a must-win. It's a different format, you know, the top 2 in each group go through. We're seeded number 1, so if anyone beats us and wins a group, they take over our seeding and they become number 1 seed. So for Argentina and America, that's a big carrot. If they can beat us and top the group, they take over the number 1 seeds.
Ryan says he will pick only those players who are in form. The national coach is expected to drop a few players this week.
We're getting closer to the witching hour on Friday and Saturday, and I might make another couple of cuts then. We'll see how they get on the next couple of days. There's a couple that have disappointed me a little bit with some of their scores in the fitness and